About 4 months ago, I was in a very bad state of mind. I was very, very low. It was probably the worst I've ever felt in my whole life. I was not able to function. I couldn't get off bed. I couldn't work. I couldn't talk to people. It was very difficult. My mind was completely fogged. When I went to see my doctor, she said I have something called dysthymia disorder. Dysthymia disorder is kind of like long-term depression. And that's when I kind of retraced the past 10 years of my life, where I remember when I was 10, 11 years old, I would get these outbursts of anger. But I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't think it was anything to kind of assess.
I got married through an arranged marriage. He took away my pills and said I don't require it. And that's when I got my first major attack of schizophrenia. So there's a lot of delusion, there's a lot of paranoia. And here you tend to visualize, imagine a lot of things which are not there. I was imagining voices coming to me saying, things like, what are you doing? Where are you going? My mother was a great support to me, but at that time, I had this feeling that she's going to kill me.
My major difficulty was dysgraphia, which is a part of a learning disability, which is your inability to write. People think that OCD is all about arranging stuff neatly and being really particular about things and all, but it's not, okay? So I have been going through a lot of difficulty with unwanted intrusive thoughts. I constantly keep on washing my hands. It leads to, scabs being formed on my hands, and it becomes really painful, at times.
I was extremely suicidal. Death was all that I could think about. I came once very close to jumping off my window ledge. I still don't know what stopped me 10 years on, but I'm very, very glad that it did. I had started self-harming every single day. I would pick up a knife or a scissor and I would cut my wrists, knees, shoulders, thighs, any place that could be easily covered up. There is a key difference between self-harming and suicidal ideation. Not everyone who self-harms does it because they want to kill themselves. They do it because they want the pain to go away.
So I think a lot of my recovery is to do with exercise. I can take out all that anxiety and that frustration and that anger and all the unwanted thoughts on a punching bag. No one is going to judge me.
I think when you're creating something, you get a sense of relief or dopamine that kind of elevates your mood and you tend to value yourself more.
Picking up a book is also a distraction technique that my therapist has suggested.
For me, music is therapeutic. It clears up my mind, my soul.
People might write you off for, your mental health issues and maybe your disabilities and shortcomings. But in spite of that, I'm going about unconditional self-acceptance. You accept yourself for who you are. Trust me, you will drive change.
In a weird way, this so-called illness is a blessing for me. I can somehow relate to other people and understand people better.
You should not be embarrassed by any standard. Treat it like any other illness.
With therapy, with medication, I absolutely see myself living a more fruitful life. People with mental illnesses are very important parts of society and they contribute as much as the next person.